My friends, I thought today I would give you a ranking of the SEC programs as they stand today. Now, what this list isn't is a predicted order of finish for this year. What this list is a total look at program prestige that factors in history, right? And it essentially also is kind of like, well, what would be the best jobs if they were open? What makes a job a great job, right? Fan base, booster support, history, great stadium, great facilities, great recruiting territory, right? So in terms of prestige in the SEC, in terms of overall program rankings, what do we got? Here we go. SEC Program Rankings 2023 edition. Right here on Offsides, the Fan Upstate.
You better get used to this music while you can, because it's about to go to the Big Ten.
Is it really? I mean, are they going to change the song?
I'm sure they'll change it.
They need to change the song, but the fact, I would pay whatever it takes, Diesel, to get this song, to port this song over. Then if you got rights to it, I'd keep it a secret until the first SEC game on that network, right? And then, imagine the feel good that it would be. Imagine the feel good, but we're going to lose it, and that's going to suck. I hope all the networks that be have their best musical people working on a kick-ass jam, because how much are we going to miss this one? What does this song do to you guys? What does it do? Music has the power. This song makes me happy. I said, Diesel, I got to have the SEC on CBS theme today, man. Let us rock out through Friday with that. Number 14, predictable as can be, Vanderbilt. Really the only school in the conference that never belongs in the conference. It is long known that the only reason Vanderbilt is in the SEC is to boost the academic standing, to boost the academic rating. And Clark Lee decided to take the job at Vanderbilt in part because they pledged to be different. They pledged to do things differently. I value actions, not words. We will see if that happens. 13th program, second to last in the SEC. I'm going Mississippi State. Look, they've been better of late under Mike Leach. They had a good decade-long stretch under Dan Mullen. But in terms of history, in terms of prestige, in terms of belief you can win at the SEC level consistently or win conference championships, I think only Vanderbilt is worse. Number 12 for me, I'm going Drinkwitz and the Missouri Tigers, the face of SEC mediocrity.
Drinkwitz.
That's it. And folks, again, just an odd fit for me, Missouri and the SEC. A Big Ten school is an SEC country, and it hasn't felt like it's fit at any point. I don't know why teams struggle when they go to Missouri. I don't quite get that. My team struggles, the Gamecocks struggle, but Missouri is essentially morphing into a program that is just never a threat. They're literally never a threat. Number 11 for me, I am going to go with the Arkansas Razorbacks. It's not that Arkansas doesn't have a strong history in football or a history in football, but the reality is, folks, they haven't been consistently good. And the shine is beginning to wear off of Sam Pittman, who in 3 years at Arkansas has a record of just 19-17. They're losing coordinators left and right as well. They're projected to be 7-5 this year. That's about what they are. Is Sam Pittman the guy that can take them to the next level? Number 10 overall program in the SEC. This might seem harsh to some, but I'm going the Kentucky Wildcats. Look, the history really isn't there. Mark Stoops has entered about as much of a golden era for Kentucky football as any one person could possibly usher in. But you might not remember this. I asked Josh Pate a year ago on the show, has Kentucky football reached their ceiling? And Josh Pate said yes. Where is their ceiling? Where are they today? They're at a place where they're scheduling 4 cupcakes in the non-conference schedule to try to get to 8 wins every year and begging the league not to add a 9th conference game. They are a blue-colored team. They are a blue-collared team. And that's all they've got. They're never really going to out-talent you. I've got Kentucky, number 10. Number 9 is where I have the South Carolina Gamecocks. Fair or unfair? That is my overall program ranking for where South Carolina is today in the SEC. Really good run under Steve Spurrier that has been unable to be duplicated or maintained by anyone before him or anybody after him. The combination of Rattler to Juice Wells is going to be incredible this year. But this year, South Carolina has a chance to level up as a program. They've had random good years with other head coaches, not named Steve Spurrier. They haven't been able to maintain those. South Carolina, for me, the number 9 ranked program out of 14 in the Southeastern Conference. All right, let's see here. I'm going to have Ole Miss number 8 on the list. All right, I'm going to have Ole Miss number 8 on the list. Why? I'm going to say Ole Miss is number 8 on the list because Lane Kiffin is doing good things, but they don't have an overly storied history, if I'm honest with you. No overly storied history. All right? So I need to bump Ole Miss down a peg. I need to do that. Next up, we've got Auburn at number 7 on the list. Auburn has won national championships. Auburn has made national championship games. All right. But Auburn has fallen on a bit of a hard time. Auburn cannot consistently win. Auburn beats Alabama every few years, and that's about their greatest accomplishment. About 10 years ago, there was a real debate in the Iron Bowl. Now that debate is open and shut. Guys, I'm going to make an audible on the fly here. I'm going to add Texas and Oklahoma to the list in the SEC. So here's how that changes what we've done already. Vanderbilt is now number 16. Mississippi State number 15. Missouri 14. Arkansas 13. Kentucky 12. South Carolina 11. Ole Miss 10. Auburn 9. Number 8 for me. I'm going to Tennessee Volunteers. Look, I've got high hopes for what Josh Heupel can do. I really do. He's got a really electrifying offense, and Tennessee has a very winning history and tradition. But they haven't been relevant in oh so long, and last year was the very first glimpse of that. Number 7 for me, I'm going Texas A&M. The Aggies, home of the 12th man, history, tradition, expensive coaches, paying for recruits, right? But when is the last time A&M won the national championship? That's why I have number 6 ahead of them, the Florida Gators. Florida, 3 national championships in the last 26 years. The last 10 years have not been great. Florida has fallen from number 1 on this list to number 6, but I can't drop the Gators below that. We'll see if Billy Napier can turn them around. I am of the belief that he can. Number 5, best program in the SEC for me. I will put in Oklahoma. Oklahoma has more playoff berths, right, than anybody not named Clemson, Alabama, or Ohio State. Oklahoma has more playoff berths than anybody, not with one of those 3 names. A storied, proud franchise that reestablished Old Glory under Bob Stoops. I like Oklahoma as the 5th best program in the SEC. I'll go Texas number 4, the richest program in all of college football. That money will not allow them to be mediocre for very long. They're in an it city. They're an it program, so it's laughable that they don't win at a higher level. I will go LSU number 3, recent national champions, consistent, dominant team, new elite level coach, Brian Kelly, 3rd best program in the SEC. And then there is a debate, 2-1, But you see, folks, these rankings are not based just on the last 2 years. They're based on everything up until this point. So I've got Georgia 2 and Alabama 1 on my SEC programs list here. All right. Alabama for the most national championships of all time. Alabama for Nick Saban. Alabama for consistent, sustained excellence, even though Georgia is probably a wee bit ahead of where Alabama is for the 2023 season. So there we have it, folks. Number 1, Alabama. Number 2, Georgia. Number 3, LSU. Number 4, Texas. Number 5, Oklahoma. Number 6, Florida. 7, Texas A&M. 8, Tennessee. 9, Auburn. 10, Ole Miss. 11, South Carolina. 12, Kentucky. 13, Arkansas. 14, Missouri. 15, Mississippi State. And 16, Vanderbilt. Our program rankings in the SEC Conference heading into the 2023 season, factoring in all that has been done heading into today.